Hi, I'm Ben Fox, and you may recognise me from such videos as Mario Kart in real life or Flying Harry Potter chats up girls in London.
I may be the boy who lived, but you are my chosen one.
But chances are you don't recognise me at all. Now, whilst I am an expert at driving mini Mario Karts and flying magic broomsticks, I am also familiar with folding e-bikes, which is exactly what we have right here. Now, whilst all the e-bikes I have reviewed have been pretty much great, they all seem to have at least one Achilles heel. Too slow, no suspension, exposed battery, underpowered, overpowered, etc. So, when I heard about the ADO A20, which seems to correct all these issues, I thought, Dumbledore's beard, this is the best folding e-bike for your money. Mario, get out the way, I'm gonna blast this package open. Let's get on with the review. Expelliarmus! Bollocks. I can't do magic. Damn it! Okay, one seat, chargers and pedals in there. That's cool. A phone thingamajigamy holder. That's handy. No. Don't do that. That wasn't smooth. We have a very bandaged bike. ADO, or here in the UK, it's pronounced ADO.
What a load of whip!
Oh, it only comes with a pump. How about that? I've just bought one of these. Oh yes, and a good solid kickstand. I appreciate a good solid kickstand. Lots of instructions.
Oh, we don't need those.
Okay, we're going to use the included tools to attach the kickstand. Attach the pedals. Okay, maybe we do. Okay, so when you put the handlebars on, it's going to be all over the place. So make sure you align these two lines together. Align them before you tighten the bolt inside. Then charge her up, and we're good to go. This is the ADO A20 folding e-bike. It's got a top speed of 35 kilometers an hour, a 350 watt motor. It's got a removable 36 volt 10.4 amp hour battery, which the manufacturers claim will give you up to 80 kilometers of range. 7-speed Shimano gears, front suspension, a full electric mode, so you don't even have to pedal, and it'll cost you about $799. Check out the links below for the best price. Let's get on with the review.
Conclusion?
Okay, I'm going to start with the conclusion to this video first. I really like this bike. It's foldable, it's small, it's got a removable battery, it's got full suspension, a great screen, USB port, and it's faster and more powerful than most of the competition at an even better price, which is the best part. But saying that is not perfect, so let's get into the review.
Okay, from the top down, we have nice wide handlebars and very grippy grips. The display on this thing is bloody brilliant. Look how bright it is, look how big it is. Out of the box, we've got 3 levels of assist, and only in the 3rd gear can you use the throttle, just so you know. Speaking of throttles, it is a wrist one, and there is no cruise control, so you might get a bit of a limp wrist if you hold onto it for too long. We have 7-speed Shimano gears, which work absolutely fine. A USB charger, which is absolutely awesome, and over this side we have horn and lights. The horn sounds like this. Brace yourself. Oh, that was the lights. And of course we have very effective disc brakes, front and back. Oh, and finally you can adjust the handlebar height, which is always nice. Moving down the body, the cable management system is very nice. The light is also very bright. And the tyres are covered in shit. Only kidding. Well, they are covered in poop, but they've got a decent tread on them. You can certainly use them off-road, no problem, as you can tell by the shit. Okay, the first thing you want to do is unlock the bike's top speed limit. Hold these 2 buttons in and then cycle through to P08. that will show we are restricted to 25 kilometers an hour, but this bike can do more. So simply change it to the speed you desire. Heck, you can even go to 88 miles an hour and travel back to the future. Well, okay, maybe you can't and you can get nowhere near these speeds, but if you do take it all the way to 100, I believe that means the bike has its unlocked speed. Let's see how fast you can go. Moving our way to the back here, we do have a rear light, which happens to be removable. Also at the back here, we have the 350 watt motor, which is great to see. Okay, 500 watt would be amazing, but 350 watt is certainly a step up from what I'm used to with folding e-bikes, which have all been 250 watt, which really struggles on the hill. But thanks to the 350 watt, you get much more of a boost up the hills, which is what an e-bike's for anyway. So great to see.
Okay, bit of a hill test here. I'm just going to use the throttle, see how she does that 350 watt motor. And she's doing very, very well. Actually, I'm surprised how good she is on the hills here. And I'm not using my legs. And I've reached the top of the hill, speeding up, no problem.
To pierce the resistance of this bike is this seat. Why doesn't every bike have one of these seats? I don't know. Okay, it's spongy, it's soft, it's comfortable, and it bounces. This looks really awkward, right? Couple the bouncing seat with the front suspension here and you are getting yourself a pretty smooth and comfortable ride. Admittedly, the suspension here at the front isn't the best quality in the world, but I would certainly rather have decent suspension than no suspension at all. Hear that? That is the front mud guard hitting the wheel every time you do a jump or come off a curb. It's a bit of a quirk, but it is solvable by removing the mud guard. Bit of a quirk, but whatever. Okay, so let's face it, the real reason you get one of these smaller bikes with a smaller wheel is because you like small things and you want to fold this baby up. Thankfully, pretty much everything folds up, including the pedals. The handlebars fold away. The chassis, the body splits in two. Just like... Oh dear, I've made a mess of this. There we go. To be honest, it's much easier just folding it without the handlebars. And folding it up takes a second. Okay, whilst we're kind of unfolded, let's talk about the battery. Now, if you're going to get an e-bike, get one with a removable battery because e-bikes are blooming heavy. And thankfully, this one has a removable battery, which is great. Now, of course, you can charge it just by plugging in directly to the bike. But if you need a quick charge in a coffee shop or you live up a flight of stairs, then of course you will want to remove said battery, which is pretty easy. Now, this is a 36 volt, 10.4 amp hour battery, which the manufacturers reckon is going to get you up to 60 kilometers of full electric moped mode of range, or up to 80 kilometers of assisted range, which we all know is bullshit. Manufacturers test these under the most ideal conditions, perfect wind, someone who's light as a feather, it's perfect temperature, no hills, and then put out this fake figure, which is, again, utterly BS. And to be honest, you are lucky to get half the amount of range that the manufacturer states. So, with this e-bike, you're probably looking at between 30 and 40 kilometers of range, depending on usage, of course. So, build quality and aesthetics wise, I personally love the matte black finish. I think it looks like a really, really cool bike overall. However, saying that, the build quality, well, I'm satisfied with the build quality as well. I mean, it's not going to be up to the same standards of e-bikes that cost you thousands of pounds, but thankfully this doesn't cost you thousands and thousands of pounds. It's very, very decent quality overall, and I'm pretty happy with it for the price. And that's the end of the video, folks. Thanks for watching. Please hit like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below to say hi, and we'll see you in the next one.